Is it recording? What is up, everyone? It's your boy Razorbacks Roll, and I'm going to be doing my first ever post-game 2021 season wrap-ups. We are going to start off with the Florida Gators, who lost to UCF in their bowl game. So let's get on with it. So Florida was supposed to exceed high expectations, but sadly that went downhill. Dan Mullen got fired. It really just went downhill from there. Right here, there. But before we talk about the season, let's go back to the preseason expectations. Florida. There we go. 2021 SEC Power Rankings. Alright, so here we go. Florida was supposed to finish number 5 in the SEC. And they were supposed to finish number 2 in the SEC East. Behind Georgia. They were supposed to be 9-3, but they were supposed to be... Florida was expected to be 9-3. Of course, they were losing a lot of players like Kyle Trask, Kyle Pitts, and probably all other players. But yeah, coming off an SEC championship season, they lost to LSU in their last 3 games. They lost to LSU. They lost to Florida. They lost to Alabama in the SEC championship. And they got lost in a blowout to Spencer Rattler and the Oklahoma Sooners. But despite it, it was a really great year for Dan Mullen, and the Florida Gators. Now Florida got lucky that they got to go to a bowl game, because Georgia played Vanderbilt. They most likely would have won. But anyway, all about time right now. Florida was expected to finish number 2. Emory Jones was supposed to break out this year. Now, let's check on with the schedule. Florida 2021 schedule. Here we are. So, all right. So, they started off the season with a win. Over Florida Atlantic. They started off the season 2-0 with wins over Florida Atlantic and South Florida, which is really expected. And then they lost to Alabama at home, and Florida almost came back, but they started 2-1. Then they beat Tennessee 38-14 in a blowout. And then they beat Kentucky, and then they lost to Kentucky on the road 20-13. And then this was the game where things. Anyway, but then they came back home against Homecoming. They won their homecoming game versus Vanderbilt 42-0. So at this moment, Florida was sitting at 4-2. They were looking really good, but they lose to LSU on the road 49-42, and this is when the losses really started to pile up. They got an off week. They lost to Georgia in a blowout 34-7. Lost to South Carolina 40-17, which was major embarrassment. And they allowed 52 points against Sanford. But they still got but they're off. But Emory Jones went off this game. They still got the win 70-52. But then on the road at Missouri was the nail in the coffin. They lost overtime to Missouri 24-23 on the road. And this was the nail in the coffin for Dan Mullen at Florida. He would get fired next week. And all of a sudden, Florida was 5-6. It was really not a good year. They're thinking that bowl chances were not, that their chances of making a bowl would not do anything. Well, they beat Florida State, so they got Florida State in their final game. They did beat them 24-21, so they at least made a bowl. But they went to the Mortgages Gasparilla Bowl against the University of Central Florida, which they got absolutely embarrassed there. Final score 29-17 UCF, and that was really awkward. So yeah, I can tell you that this was a really disappointing season for the Florida Gators. I thought they were going to do better. I thought they were really going to do better than this. I did not expect them to go to the SEC Championship again this year. I know. But I thought they were going to do better than this. This was a really disappointing year for the Florida Gators. They hired Billy Napier, and I think they got some players returning, so we'll see what the future holds for the Florida Gators. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.